My name is Joyce Allen. I live in Cleveland, Ohio, and I am excited about attending the Paparazzi Aspire convention for the second time. I attended last year, a couple months after I joined, and when I tell you it is a game changer, it is life changing. It definitely is that. The grow up, the glow up, whatever you want to call it, is definitely real after you attend the convention. And so I thought with so many new people going, so many people first time flying, so many people just experiencing Vegas, that I would just come and give you guys just kind of a quick tip video. So I'm gonna try to keep it no more than 15 minutes or so. So let's get right to it. All right. So this part is geared to my first time flyers. I want to give you guys just a little bit of help. So it's your first time flying right now. You should have your flight booked already. And just as a quick tip, if you ever have to fly again, it's great to always book your flights between Tuesday and Thursdays early in the morning because that is when the prices of flights drop. And that is the best time to go ahead and purchase the flight between Tuesday and Thursday mornings because the flights prices definitely go down. And if you purchase the ticket and your flight price went down, you can always call the airline and ask them for an adjustment because it's a cheaper price available. It's kind of like the airlines have their own price guarantee. So that's just a couple of tips. So, first time flying, what to do? All right, so you got to make sure you're all packed. Make sure you get to the airport at least 2 hours in advance or so, especially if it's your first time flying or you haven't flown in like 10 or 15 years. Trust me, the airports has changed drastically in the past 10 to 15 years. I've been flying since I was 18, and I'm now 36. And I've seen the change from when I was 18 all the way up until now. So get there at least 2 hours early. So what can you do? You can park at the airport, which at most airports is $7 to $15 a day. Sometimes they have like little parking rides that's like a mile away from the airport that can be a little bit cheaper, and they have coupons on their websites to get 20% off of your daily parking. And they'll have a shuttle that will take you to the airport. So if you're doing that, maybe add an extra half an hour on to your time of getting to the airport if you're going to go to one of those. That's the way because you never know how traffic's going to be. Even just trying to go 1 mile, sometimes traffic can be very heavy. Um, so that's just a tip. Make sure that you pack all of your essentials. What do you need to have with you on the plane? So you can't take bottled water past security gate, but you can buy bottled water after you get past the security gate to go onto the plane. Most airlines, except for the budget ones, offer like a free cup of soda or water or tea or coffee, as well as like some snacks like a nut and some nuts and wheat thins. If you're first class, sometimes they offer you a full dinner and drinks and all that stuff. But if your first class is not your first time flying, or it could be, you never know. What's some essential things to bring on a plane with you? A neck pillow. This is comfortable. I paid about $10 for this. They sell them at Walmart and all types of places. Very essential, especially when you're going to be on a flight for 4 or so hours. Me, I always fall asleep. My next thing is my portable charger. This is going to be good for convention and on your flight. Make sure it's fully charged before you get on the plane, and make sure it's fully charged every single night before we go through the convention days because you will definitely need this. Your phone is going to die at some point or get to it. And so this one is a very good one because I can get two full charges out of this if this is 100% fully charged. So it can charge my phone and someone else's phone at the same time. Always bring also a backup cord. So if you have your phone, you want to make sure that I try to bring two cords just in case. I have one at the hotel and one with me. So just in case something happens, something goes wrong, I have a backup cord. But if you don't have one, it's okay. Don't fret. It's not the end of the world. The other things that I make sure is I have my music already downloaded because unless you're going to purchase internet on the plane, which some runs about $4 to $10 for the flight, you want to actually already have your music. So for me, I have Google Play because I'm an Android lady. I can download albums of songs before I get on my flight. So that helps, and it's stored on my phone with Netflix because I have a premium subscription. I can also download some shows to watch. You can put that on your iPad or your tablet or whatever it is that you use. These things will kind of help you ease during the flight. Also, keep earbuds. Now, some flights they'll give you earbuds because it's a long flight they're going to play a movie. It just depends on what airline you're flying with. But for me, I like to kind of have my own stuff. So I have my earbuds that I'm able to use Bluetooth. I don't have to worry about cords and getting things tangled. And you can turn on your Bluetooth after you put your phone on airplane mode, and it'll reconnect to your Bluetooth, whatever it is that you need to reconnect Bluetooth wise. All right, we're on 5 minutes. So I'm going to give you some more. So you already have your flight booked, and it's your first time flying. So you're at the airport 2.5 hours in advance, or 2 hours in advance at the very least. What can you do? So before you even get to the airport, you need to check in for your flight 24 hours before you fly out. Most airlines will send you an email about it. I always tell people sign up for the airline's mileage and download their app because you can check in right at the app. So my flight leaves at 12:10 on Monday, and 12:10 on Monday, really at 12:08 on Monday, I'm going to be already at that app. And as soon as 12:10 hit, I'm pushing the check-in button because that is very important. That will give you your boarding position number. So that's what number you get in order to get on the flight, to get your seat. And also for some airlines, that's when you will get your seat assigned. So is it like airlines like Frontier or Spirit? If you haven't purchased your seat assignment beforehand, they will assign your seat once you check into that flight. So you want to definitely do it so you're not stuck in the middle seat. The next thing that you want to do with that check-in, like for Southwest, it gives me my boarding position because I have to choose my seat once I get there, and I hate to get stuck in the middle seat. So I try to make sure that I do it exactly 24 hours in advance because you don't want to get a crazy boarding position. Um, you can have your ticket already on your phone. You don't have to get a printed one. When you go in and check at the to go to the airport to check in at the kiosk, you can scan your card, your ID sometimes, or just already have the ticket on your phone. Show the gate agent, the ticket agent, your ID, and they can get your baggages checked for you. For those of you that are having luggage being checked, make sure you know your luggage policy. Some places charge for more than one luggage. Some places charge for one luggage. That's what some airlines charge for the luggage to go on the plane. So for those of you that like with Frontier and Spirit, it's best to go ahead and purchase that in advance. So they give you two options. Still, from what I know, is that you can purchase the luggage options when you purchase your tickets or when you check in. It costs more when you do it at the airport. So remember that. But Frontier and Spirit, if you are going to pay for your luggage, you want to do that during the check-in process or when you purchase your ticket because the price goes up at the airport. So these are just some very important tips for you guys. Make sure that you adhere when you actually are going through the gate. Because some people say, "Hey, should I bring my bling bag?" Yes, but you can't carry your bling bag and your purse on the plane going through TSA. So you're gonna have to stick your purse inside your bling bag, depending on how big it is, or put the bling bag inside your suitcase. For me, I want to make sure I have jewelry on me, so my bling bag becomes my purse when I travel. So that's just a tip for you guys. Um, you can take some snacks. Like for me, I may have some granola bars or some nuts or something to have while I'm on the flight because I'm not purchasing their food. And probably the way the flight goes, because it's a 4 hour flight, and I'll probably sleep most of the time anyways. Um, I want just little things to snack on and I eat once I arrive in Vegas. So once you arrive in Vegas, have a plan for your transportation. Most people use Uber and Lyft. So if you are not familiar with Uber and Lyft, you want to download it. It's very, very important. And it's a great way to get transportation, and they are safe ways. You can download each of the apps, and when you download each of the apps, there's some ways to get free rides. So I recommend you download both so you can toggle between the two to see who has the cheapest prices at the time. I'm going to drop some codes below in the comments so you guys can go ahead and see if you can use some of those codes so you can earn some, you can get some free rides. So you just pretty much download the app. This is Uber. So when you download the app, you must put the promo code in before you schedule or take your first ride. So right here, as you can see, so there is a payment section. So you just click on payment and you see add promo code. So the promo codes that I have below, you'll just go click and put in there, and it'll tell you when the promo code expires. And you can see what promotions we have available. So because I referred someone, it gave that person $5 off of a ride, and it gives me $5 off of a ride once they do their first ride. And so if you want to give a friend, a chance to earn some credit, you can say, hey, can you send me your Uber or your Lyft code so that way you can get credit for my ride and I can get some money off. Or, like I said, you can use the codes that I am posting in the comments below, which I suggest because you'll get more than what you would get if your friend referred you. But if you want to help your friend out, that's a great way to go. So with Uber and Lyft, you can pre-schedule to have a ride pick you up from a certain destination. So you guys, we're going to have to get there very early, get in lines and different things of that nature. So for us, because of my group, we rented a house, we rented an Airbnb. We're going to probably have to schedule to have two trucks come and pick us up early in the morning. So that's something you want to do, so that way you don't have to worry at the last minute that too many people are calling Uber, and too many people are, and it causes the prices to go up. There are times where there is a price surge during certain times and certain hours where it can cost a lot of extra money. So you want to also watch for that. But the great thing is with Uber and Lyft, there are ways where you can cut that cost down, like when you use your free ride codes and it's in there, but also when you do kind of like the pool part. So let's say it's 10 of us and we're riding. Now, 10 of us can't fit in one, so we'll go with like 5 of us. We can split the cost between the 5 of us, and it'll charge our card. So when you do register for Uber and Lyft, you do have to put a card on file that it will charge. So I have a card that has a budget strictly just for Uber and Lyft traveling while we're there, and it'll charge that card. So make sure it can't be a prepaid debit card, but it can be a bank card or a major credit card that you have in the payment section. It will pull from your promo code first. So, like one of the promo codes, I think is I get $2 off of 10 rides. It will take that $2 off for each ride first, and then it will charge your card for whatever is left over. So these are just a couple of things that I have for you guys. So the next thing is um, so we went over Uber, checking in, handy things for your flight. I showed you guys my pillows and portable charger snacks. Make sure you know the airline baggage policy. Security check. Going through security check can be fun or it can be a lot. Make sure that you understand the policies when going through security check, so that way you don't have any issues. There are policies and different things that we have to follow for the convention center. So I'm just going to read a couple things that we were told. So there's no soliciting permitted in Vegas. So we can't go around Vegas and just drop our business cards and let them just be sitting in different places. No businesses are allowed to do that. You can hand your business cards out to people, but you can't just have them sitting, inside of Lulu's grocery store or, wherever you go. So these are not permitted. And it's not permitted in any of the casinos as well. So when tipping, you got to make sure that you keep in mind that staff they pull together. So just leaving jury is not going to be enough. You want to make sure that you're tipping adequately, because we want to leave a great impression about paparazzi. As not only do you represent yourself, but you represent us as a whole. And so just giving jewelry and your business cards won't work out. And majority of our rooms are at the Tropicana and the Hard Rock. So let's just make sure that we leave that great impression. And these are just things that, like Miss Carla had put in our group for us to please note. So there are a couple of other things. The ATMs in the casinos cost money. Okay, them ATMs will charge you like $6, then your bank gonna charge you $6. So if you bank with like Bank of America, or if you have a bank where you're allowed to use the ATM for free, you might want to try the places that are on the strip before you go there, or search with inside of your app to figure out, where's the best place to go if you need to get any cash. When we go into the convention to purchase items, you're allowed to use, your card or cash in order to make purchases, and we will be able, from what it said, with paparazzi, able to purchase some items through our back office for convention, and that'll make things easier, and they'll ship it to our house for free. So these are just a couple things for you guys to know. They said that Wells Fargo banks ATMs are between the Quad and Harris on the Vegas Strip, as well as Chase Bank customers have free ATMs at some of the CVS pharmacies on the Vegas Strip, and Bank of America is not too far from the M&M store on the Vegas Strip. So, what are some of the things that you guys need to pack? It's hot weather. Now, although we're going to be inside of some of the places, you definitely want to keep some type of little sweater or a smock or something to have just in case it gets chilly inside the convention center. Also, make note the convention center, we are not allowed to bring food in there. When we was at the Hard Rock, we were okay for bringing food, not into the actual Hard Rock auditorium, but we could bring food in and out So when you are in the actual convention center, we are limited, but we are allowed to bring snacks and no more than a 16-ounce bottle for like our water and things. But there will be food sold in the convention center. I don't know the price. This is our first time because we have grown so much being at the convention center. So these things, just some tips to help you guys out to know. Um, the other thing I want to mention, I meant to say, with Uber and Lyft, you are allowed to tip. Drivers are allowed to rate you. You want to make sure that you're maintaining a good rating by being a good passenger and that you rate the drivers honestly, because it goes both ways. We want to make sure that we're getting good service and that we are good customers when we are lining up in that. So the last thing that I wanted to let you guys know is most of all, be ready to have some fun. Be open, be friendly, be lovable. It looks like they're going to be giving out convention cash. I'm ready for that. It looks like there's so many opportunities and so many things that's going to be going on. So many stories that's going to be shared, and you're going to see some of your like paparazzi all stars per se, if you want to call them that. It's just really going to be a great event, and the fact that it's going to really, really help drive in some of just the various things that your leaders have been poured into you or have been saying to you. It's definitely going to give some people that breath of fresh air, which is kind of what I need right now. So let's come together, let's have fun, and let's just enjoy it and paint Vegas pink. So, you guys, these were just quick tips. I didn't want to remain in front of you long. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask the questions below in the video, and I will be sure to answer them or someone can. So again, I hope this helps a couple people. We are going to have a ball, you guys. I mean, there's so many things that you can do in Vegas just to enjoy that themselves. Although paparazzi is going to keep us pretty busy, but there will still be time to go and explore and see things. There are shuttle buses on the strip that you can catch, or you can pay to get like on the little bus if you want, that'll take you up and down the strip fully. But there are a lot of free shuttles and different things that you can catch to get to certain places. There is a shuttle, from what I've been told or read, from the Hard Rock to the convention center and back and forth in between there. For my team, we have to Uber over to Hard Rock and then get on the shuttle from there, or just Uber straight to the Thomas Mack Center. And registration starts at 10 a.m. on Monday. So you guys be safe, be blessed, and I hope again that this helps someone today. Have a great day.